Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Peter Mirmak from Czech Games Edition. And we're here looking at Alchemist, which is, I believe, going to be your big Spiel 2014 release.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe, who is the designer?
Designer is Matouš Kotry.
Okay.
Who
works for you?
He works for us. He actually now programs a digital version of Galaxy Tracker.
Okay.
And he also designed this game. We have this game from last year, from May, and it evolved pretty much.
Okay.
And it's really interesting because the main or big part of the game is deduction. But contrary to many deduction games, it's not just about the deduction, but there is whole interesting game around it.
To start, I guess we should look at the deduction element. So that's sort of the core. We need to understand how that works.
Yes, yes, because to understand the rest of the game, you need to understand this deduction part. Basically, what you will do during the game to mix some potions. And to mix a potion, you need to have two different ingredients mixed together. You can mix them using a mobile device. Like this, that you point camera towards the ingredients. It will scan them and recognize them, and once I confirm, it will tells me what is the resulting potion.
If you mix those two together.
Yes, yes. In this case, this is blue minus potion, which means potion of oblivion. Okay. And this will give you some information what active matter could be inside of these two. Okay. Because in whole game there are exactly 8 ingredients and there are some 8 active matters. Each active matter is exactly in one ingredient. So for example in frog there could be maybe for example this one in one game, and maybe this one in other game. Okay.
So it's just randomly assigned with the app as you...
Exactly. This is why we need the app, because every game it's assigned differently. And once I do this experiment and I know the result of experiment, now I know that in these two there has to be element which has blue minus inside. So
in both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this has to be some blue minus and this one blue minus. So I know that in one of them could be this one, this one, this one, or this one. Okay? Because all of them, they have blue minus here. The rest have only blue pluses, so they cannot be inside. Okay. So combinations of these, from those, 2 of them would be in these 2. Okay, and when I will conduct another experiment later during the game, I will get another result, and this one tells me it's green minus. So about this mushroom, I already know it has to be one of those. And because I know now that it has to create green minus, I can rule out these 2 because they have green plus. And now, about this mushroom, I know that it has to be one of these 2. Okay? And conducting these experiments will allow me to understand which one is in which ingredients. And this is the deduction part of the game. So next player can place his cube, but as he is first, he now knows what other players will be doing this round. So he can basically do some things with this information. So for example, he can go buy some artifact, here sell some potion, write a theory, and maybe perform some test. Okay. Once all cubes are on the board, then we will do one action at a time, and we will do all actions here. So in this case here there is just green, so he will take one of these cards. Once he is done with it, then we will do this one, and this is transmute. So every player in this player order, because blue is before green. So first is blue, get rid of one card from his hand to get one gold. In this case, players have possibility to sell potions to the hero, but they need to mix potions from real ingredients, and sometimes you mix potions a bit different than what hero wanted, and for doing that you can lose some reputation, and also you can get money or not depending how much money you wanted. Okay, here at this spot you can buy artifacts. Then I will go directly to this one, because this one is about publishing, about writing theories. And to write a theory, you need to decide, okay, I, for example, want to write about this flower, because I know things about it from previous experiments, and I'm thinking that it is this one. And then I will choose my ribbon to place it here to mark, okay, I wrote this theory. By publishing the theory, I will immediately get one reputation, and even though it might be wrong. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe later somebody proves that it was wrong, and because of that I might lose some reputation, but right now I got reputation. Okay. Right. And also at the very end of each round, whoever has maximum amount of written theories, he will get another reputation. That's and right. It doesn't matter if it is correct or not. Right.
You're first to market.
Yeah.
That's all there, yes.
Yeah. And during the game there are two conferences, and depending how much theories you've written, that much reputation you get or lose. Okay. And also, if you write theory about, for example, 2 out of these 3, you will get grant. Okay, and you immediately get this grant, and it will give you 2 gold and at the end of the game 2 victory points. And what is nice about this grant is that even if somebody will prove that this theory was wrong, you already got your grant.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's writing theory. Okay. And there is action for debunking theory. Okay. So if you know that somebody is wrong and you know how to prove it, then you can conduct public experiment to show everybody that he is wrong. Okay. Okay, and then you can debunk theory. Okay, and for doing so you will get some reputation, and the debunked player will lose reputation. Okay, and there are 2 actions about experiments. This one is that you will conduct experiment, this mixing potion, on some test subject. You know, these very young people willing to give their body for good of science, right. Only till they find that it can be harmful. So, and now, for example, this player order is very important, because first goes yellow, and if he makes positive potion or neutral, it's okay. Then another player goes, and it is the same. But once one player will make negative potion, which has some negative effect, then all other players after him have to pay 1 gold to actually mix potion and conduct the test.
You got to convince people to come now. Yeah, you got to pay them.
Yeah. And if you don't have enough money, or you are not, you don't want to risk that chance, you can go here and test on yourself in a way that you mix a potion and drink it. Okay. And again, if it is positive or neutral, it's okay. But once it is negative, it can have a bit negative impact on you during the next round, usually. Okay. So that's basically mixing, testing these potions. And during the game, you will get to know about these ingredients and their active matters inside. And based on that, you will write these theories. You will get these grants artifacts, and all of these will give you some victory points at the very end of the game. Of course, more artifacts, the more reputation you will have, and more correctly written theories at the end you will have, more victory points you will get.
Do you actually find out whether your theories are correct, or how do you do that at the end of the game?
At the end of the game, you just use mobile phone you used for the for making the tests, and there is one option which will show you all answers, and it will tells you which resource we have which active matter inside.
Okay.
And based on that, you will reveal who's put which ribbon there, and based on that, you will give some amount of victory points to or subtract some amount of victory points to every player. Okay. So that's.
Now, can you win still by getting things completely wrong? Is there enough reputation and grants, or you can't just wing it and just throw random things out there?
No, I don't think so. Only maybe if all players will do this.
Okay.
Then it might be possible. But once at least one player is playing it at least a bit well, then and he will have something right, he will probably win over you. But I have to say, for first game, it's quite common that at the end of the game you don't know everything. Usually good players know something like 80%, but once you really know the game well, you will know what's where even before the game ends. But there are still interesting things to do in the game, like get good artifacts and other things.
And of course, you still, in some cases, you want to guess because you're going to be first.
Yes.
In terms of doing it.
Yes. Sometimes you want to guess, and if you are lucky, it will be good for you. If you are not lucky, you have another things what you can do to reverse this unlucky thing. Okay. And the game is from 2 to 4 players, and it plays usually, when you know the game, usually 1.5 hours, and first game around 2 hours. But sometimes some people are thinking a bit longer about this, and it can be something like 10 minutes longer or something like that. It's not that bad.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the overview, Peter. Good luck, and see you in Essen.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about for Essen? Or is this it for now? Alchemists.
Right now, it's Alchemists. Yeah.
Okay.